listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the LOZ Podcast Network. You're either watching us in the LOZ app or you're listening to us on KRMS radio on Saturdays from 10 to 11 a.m. on what we call the Simulcast. It's a great collaboration. We love doing that with the radio station group, and you can always listen to any of the radio stations at KRMS by going into the LOZ app and typing in the media button, and you can listen all day long to all their different formats. They're great partners with the LOZ app, and so we're having a lot of fun with this. Today, we have on a couple of guests who have a boat rental, breakaway boat rental. Chris Stockton, Amanda Laing, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Thank you.
Awesome. I know you guys from different parts of the lake. You guys are involved with a lot of stuff going on, and you just acquired breakaway boat rentals, right? Tell me how did that happen?
I met Steve and Jennifer a few years ago, just through upstream and towing out on the lake. He was one of my commercial accounts that I had. It's for the tow business, and we become very close. And then that relationship extended well beyond the lake through the Focus Marine Foundation, which is another organization that we're involved in. And just as things rolled along, they decided they was going to make some changes in life, and they wanted to retire again and spend some more family time with their kids and grandkids. And he posed the option, and we kicked it around and we took it.
So the rumors are not true that they're becoming roadies for the machine gun group that's playing out there, right? That's not true.
I wouldn't rule anything out, but I do not, nor can I confirm that.
Not enough.
We're going to dispel that rumor today. Well, hey, congratulations. I know it's a great company. We worked with Steve for a couple years, and they're just so energetic and fans of the lake and local. Everything lake local. So they actually did a couple of segments for us on the LOZ app where they would go out and do some event stuff and do some live videos. So we're going to miss those guys. I'm happy they're able to get to spend some time with the grandkids, and I'm quite sure that we will see them roaming around the lake at different events and, bars and wherever. Now, you guys, I know that you have businesses that are related to boating on the water, but this is your first endeavor into boat rentals, and it hits you fast, right? I mean, people are already scheduling for boat rentals for next season.
That's a fact. I mean, Amanda, she's been staying busy on the brainy techie side of stuff, the web bookings coming in and all the smart stuff, and I'm just out there, playing on a boat. But no sooner than Steve handed us the phone, because the same phone number, the same website, all the same stuff just came to us. No sooner than that phone was in my hand, it was ringing and booking.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to get in for the big weekends or the big events, you really need to be planning that now. I mean, you can't wait till the end of March or April to start planning something in June. I mean, that's good. All the dates are going to be taken. So you guys are already getting a lot of traction on those events, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've got multi-day rentals across many of the major holidays, as well as things like shootout offshore, shootout boat races, 4th of July, things like that. They're definitely full. Yeah.
And you guys have 4 boats in the fleet right now. And those are they can all handle 10 people, correct? So that, they're tri-tunes. You can get a lot of people out on the water. And I'm a tri-tune guy. Look, I've had every boat there is, but I got to tell you, driving my Barca Lounger down the lake, and my tri-tune is one of my most favorite things to do. So, it's really cool that you guys provide a way for people who come to the lake, who don't have a boat on the lake, to get out on the water. Because if you don't get on the water, you're missing 60% of what the lake offers. And now, what do you guys do to help them? Let's just say I want to come down, I want to rent a boat. I'm not comfortable driving the boat or driving people around. Do you have a way that I could get a captain?
Yeah. So whenever you either call us or you book online, you have the option to select if you would like a captain, which I highly encourage you do, because most of the situations you end up at one of the lake bars or restaurants around the lake, or you bring your own, and it's just wise to plan ahead. And then we will put you in contact with one of the captain services here at the lake, and then they will pair the right captain for whatever that group experience wants to be. and then that captain will come pick up our boat. It will go to their dock, pick that group up at their dock, take them on their adventure, return them to the docks. They don't have to worry about vehicles anywhere, trying to figure anything out. They can crawl right back onto their dock and call it a night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say I want to rent a boat for a couple of days. I don't want to bring it back. I don't have to bring it back each day, right? I can keep it overnight. Let's say I rent a condo and it's got a slip available. You guys allow me to keep it overnight if I'm doing multiple days?
Those are going to be situational, depending on where your location is. If you're
Gotcha.
facing right on the main channel and the boat's just going to sit there and get beat up for the rest of the evening and the night, I'm going to come pick it up, but I'll have it right back there first thing in the morning too, so you won't even miss a beat.
Okay, good. And then, let's talk a little bit about if I'm taking my family out and I want to take them tubing, or I want to just hang out in the water and go gunk holing. That's a word we always use. I don't know if that's still out there, but go gunk hole somewhere in the back of a cove. Do you guys provide, all the stuff I'm going to need, like a tube or lily pad or something like that?
Yeah, we absolutely do. We have tubes available if you guys want to have, fun out with the kids. I don't recommend it for adults, but that's on you if you want a tube. And then we also have lily pads. We really like the lily pads too for anybody that's looking to cove out, is what we call that. Makes for a great day on the water, and it just gives everybody kind of a common area that they can all float on. So.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, look, safety is of the utmost importance, and I hope you guys, inevitably, and look, if you're down at the lake for any period of time, generally you see rentals. People, you can tell it's a rental because they got the buoys on the side, there's a rental sign on it, and they're in the middle of the main channel trying to tube on a Saturday. You guys go over some rules with them, right? And just tell them, guys, get back in a cove, do this the right way, because I just hate to see that. I'm like, why didn't they tell them when they rented the boat, this is where you want to be? And I'm sure you guys go through the whole gamut of things with those renters.
For sure. Depending on where their vacation rental is or where they're going to access the boat from, we will accommodate or let them know and inform them of some good tubing areas, coves, or to cove out in or to tube in, whatever that's close to them. So I know the lake very, very well, so we can get them lined up where they need to be.
And as always, and cheap plug here for the LOZ app, but you can get in the LOZ app and kind of see where you're at on the water and see the coves around. You can also see all the places you can go that have restaurants on the water, that have docks. We try to provide all that stuff in the LOZ app. And generally for people who are just coming down for 1 or 2 weekends, they don't know where all that is. So you can go to the on-water map and you can see what's going on and where to go. And you want to stay safe, and it'll just put you in proximity to all those fun places that you want to be entertained at on the Lake of the Ozarks. Now, tell me this, guys. This is your first season. It's the beginning of the season. What's surprised you most about taking over a boat rental company at this point?
Just instant bookings. I mean, it's already going.
I think it's interesting to see how many people like to look forward to their lake trip.
Yeah, and they plan ahead, right? I mean, and Amanda, because you work with Pam over at Lake Days. I mean, people are booking trips really early. Like, they're getting all this stuff figured out. For me, I'm like a last minute guy, so I'm always like, oh, what do you want to do next weekend? Let's go to the lake. But for a lot of people, they're planning their trips months and months in advance, and to have all this stuff locked in is super important.
Yeah. In addition to, I'll just kind of elaborate on that a little bit, is camaraderie among other boat rental businesses.
Yeah.
There's been 2 or 3 of them that reached out that Steve's had great working relationships with, and we connected, and we're going to continue that. If we book out, then they have boats. If they book out, then we have boats, and everybody just kind of shuffles around and makes everybody get what they need. And it was very well received. The changeover was.
Yeah, and that is a really cool point, because that community is great. I know we have a lot of different boat rental companies in the app, but I know that you guys get together for socials. You guys will get together and help each other out. And when somebody needs a boat or when somebody needs a captain, you're always there to kind of help. And I think that is cool. And it's not, every industry doesn't work that way. So, I mean, it's really nice that you guys are in an industry that you guys are helping each other, trying to make the best season for everybody. I tip my hat to you guys on that.
That is the ultimate goal. Best season for all.
Now, we can't get out of this podcast without bringing up your other company, so if I'm in my own boat and I have a problem on the water and I break down and I don't know who to call, I certainly could call you, correct?
That's right. Upstream Towing. 2025 was my first solo season out there with Upstream, and it was very successful. That kind of led up to the option for Breakaway, but Yeah, we have recreational packages, which are held. My recreationals, ex-tow backs, those are through them. Then I have a whole plethora of commercial accounts. So if you're a charter captain, I have in-house memberships for charter captains. The boat rental fleets out there, I have memberships that accommodate anywhere from 1 to 15, however many's in their fleet, different levels. Service centers in the marinas. As well as Safe Ride Home. That's the big one there. So if they have one or too many, or even if they just have one, and they don't want to go meet the water patrol, which are amazing group of water patrol out here. They are all phenomenal. We'll come and get you and your boat and get your boat back home.
Yeah, that's a great service, and we promote that. We actually have guys on the water, and we have guys, if you're looking on the road, Lake Ride Pros will come and grab you off the road. We don't think anyone at the lake needs to do anything crazy after they've been drinking. Have a good time, get on the lake, get out on, go frequent the bars and the restaurants, but get home safe and use one of the great services we have at the lake to do that. Because let me tell you, the alternative is not fun. So, you want to make sure you're doing it right. Guys, you can get a hold of the Breakaway Boat Rentals in the app, in the boat rental section. You can also go to their website, which is breakawayboatrentals.com, and schedule a charter or a multi-day. And let's not forget, some of the best boating is during the week. So you don't have to have a weekend all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
The weekdays at the lake, I think people, sometimes they don't understand, man. If I'm staying for a weekend, rent that boat over till Monday and go out on a Monday and you'll see a side of the lake you don't normally get to see.
Totally different. Yes.
Especially like April. I know it's still a little chilly in April, but April, May, before the summer, just the craze hits, very, very good boating out here. If you have the opportunity to get to the lake before it kicks off.
And then if they want to call you, they can call you at 573-746-9090. That's easy to remember. Guys, so happy to have you on the show. Really look forward to what you guys are going to do with Breakaway Boat Rentals this season. I wish you all the luck. It's a great company, and we're glad to see people take it over that are going to take it to the next level. And, who knows, maybe next year when we're talking about 10 boats. I mean, why not? Let's dream big, right? All right, so thank you, Chris and Amanda, with Breakaway Boat Rentals. We will be right back after these messages.
Thank you.